So this COVID situation will continue till October. July, August, September, October, no vaccination was found in capacities, and also considering the capacity that these new companies what are going to step in will increase the capacity and it will take time till October. In this situation, how do we live with it? That is the entire focus and entire objective. I think please bear in mind. Everybody would have to be taking ownership of the task, maintaining physical distancing, maintaining, moving around with. Then, within 3 hours, house kit change. If that person does not have a separate house, separate room in the house, hospitals bed capacities when the load how do we do it? Minor cases which are not so severe, how do we deal with it? That is COVID care center. And if it requires hospitalization, then our own hospitals which are empaneled. We have around about 361, I was told, going by the numbers that we have. 355, I was told, going by the numbers that we have. How are we dealing with these hospitals, which are empaneled in our district, which have been taken over by the government to actually deliver COVID services for these categories? How effectively are these functioning? We are going to dictate the next 6 months no COVID sambandhichina purogali. And while we deal with the sector of delivering free service, free of cost COVID care, free of cost COVID treatment to a common man, while we deal with this, it is very important that the private people who do not approach us directly are also not exploited. Through the district level 104 services to Sambandhinchi, there are sufficient people sitting down there. Increase the number of people so that their capacity to perform better would improve. Similarly, they are in sync with the state government. Ensure one joint collector is totally in charge of this. He breathes 104, he eats 104, he drinks 104. That's it. One joint collector, fully made, fully responsible for this. Every call that comes to 104 would be responded, would be replied back by a doctor who will consult, whom the patient would be consulted with. Then he will suggest whatever is the requirement, be it testing, be it teleconsultation with medical professionals, be it requirement of beds in the hospital, be it transport. Please make sure that within the prescribed period of 3 hours, they are attended to. Adequate number of COVID care centers. As of now, we are operating 59 COVID care centers with a bed capacity of 33,327 beds. But this is very dynamic. Depending upon the load, if need be, we will have to go up to even more also. Please be very vigilant. Please make sure that e-COVID care centers flow, quality of food, quality of sanitation, and proper medical supervision. ఖచ్చితంగా ఉండేట్టుగా చూసుకోండి. Until unless we apply our mind and focus, this is not possible. Please make sure that they are there. They should feel at home when somebody goes there. They should feel that the government is taking care of them when they go there. It's not that somebody comes there and we just throw them there. It's not that. Presume your own family member, when he goes to those COVID care centers, how you would want them to be treated. Metric tons of oxygen, liquid oxygen they are consuming. Whatever we are getting, whatever we are getting, we are consuming. There is no storage. What we are actually getting, please make sure there is an audit. Please arrest the wastage. It's a scarce product. Until and unless this oxygen, we just change this sweeping position. That's consuming more oxygen. Automatically situation will be, as long as save oxygen, whatever way we can. Very important that such protocols are very much taught to every hospital supervisors. What I've briefly spoken about, the collectors would have to supervise that while we administer the number of hospitals which are in our control, COVID care, COVID hospitals that we have taken over, and the ROH, all doctors and paramedics, are there sufficient number of people present in the hospitals? And oxygenation infrastructure, whether it is there or not. And medication, are there sufficient number of remdesivir injections or whatever this medical medication, whatever is required, are they sufficiently present there or not? And these would have to be periodically, regularly be supplied to these hospitals. And anybody who is also not empaneled in any of these things, a private medical hospital also requests you, makes a phone call, says I need remdesivir injections or any of these things, medication. That also will be humanitarian in also supplying to them with a proper audit, with a proper cross-check. Please make sure that we become extra human. We become extra humane in this whole process. Take ownership of all these things.
Manaka also need to keep on verifying that no unnecessary rumors are spread by the vested interests or by some section of the media, and strict action is taken against them. We will be anyway issuing written guidelines from the state government, sir. Whatever are the facts are anyway being reported both by the collectors and also by the command and control center here, by means of daily releases and also holding press conferences from time to time. But this tendency to create fear, psychosis, rumor mongering and all needs to be curbed. So this is the time when there is a likelihood that people fearing shortage of beds, shortage of medicines like remdesivir and all, would either try to hoard remdesivir and at the drop of a hat with minor infections also trying to queue up to join the hospital, sir.
So this sort of treatment kind of thing, sir. So since inception, sir, 6,000 calls we have received, sir. Out of that, 5,500 calls have been disposed of, sir. Majorly the calls are coming for the testing, sir. So all the tests are being conducted through RT-PCR tests, sir. Around 9,000 tests we are conducting on a daily basis, sir. So as of now, 500 calls are pending, sir. Out of that, majorly it is tests, sir, and around 50 calls are pending for the hospital admission, sir. So, sir, the policy and the strategy that we have adopted is that, sir, first we have taken up all the government hospitals, sir, in which GGH and area hospitals and few other major hospitals were there, sir. That we took over, sir. Now almost GGH, sir, except for the emergency services or some kind of gynae and cancer treatment, sir, almost 90% of the beds have been allocated for the COVID treatment, sir. Sir, Danto Patu, around 60 hospitals have been given permission for COVID treatment, sir. So which brings us around 6,041 beds in our custody, sir. So as soon as the number of calls and the pressure on our bed capacity increases, sir, we are keeping on increasing our beds, sir. Yesterday itself we gave permission for all the CHC, sir, 300 beds we are getting, sir. Another 27 hospitals are in pipeline for giving the permission, sir. Sir, we have received certain complaints about these hospitals regarding overcharging and not displaying the chart where these rates and are being displayed, sir. There is no help desk, sir. So Nenu Swanga, sir, in morning 3 hospitals I have visited, sir, and in fact, sir, I am thinking of covering all the hospitals, sir, in next 2-3 days. I'll visit and ensure that those things are in place, sir. And Veeru Chappinatlu, sir, for each 4-5 hospital clusters, sir, Oka district level hospital will appoint as a nodal officer, and there will be a district flying squad to keep a vigilance on such kind of complaints from these hospitals, sir. Sir, a few labs were like also doing some kind of unauthorized testings and trying to create panic. They were just doing tests and not entering into the ICMR data and sending those people for asking for bed and all, sir. So we have identified, sir, in coordination with the police department and intelligence department, sir, and we are going to initiate some kind of criminal action, sir, against these labs. So it will send a very strong message in the entire sector, sir. Tarvata, sir, recruitment is going on a daily basis, sir. There is like daily walking is going on, sir. 1600 is our requirement, sir. Till now 1200 we have already appointed, sir. Next whatever left over is there, sir, will be completing in another 2 days, sir. Sir, regarding COVID care centers, sir, 2500 beds are already available. Another few COVID care centers, sir, will be starting in the Mandal headquarters, sir. There are certain demands. So wherever CHCs are available, where like moderate cases would be treated, sir, in conjunction with those COVID hospitals, sir, will be giving this COVID care centers permission, sir. And food, sanitation, water supply, presence of doctor, and presence of ambulance 24/7, sir. That we are ensuring, sir. And sir, we are also as you have directed, sir, 104 call center will be deputing our JC development full time, sir. And after resolving their issues, sir, we are calling back to those people and asking for feedback. And almost 90 to 95% cases, sir, we have received positive feedback, sir, except for like few cases in which they were not satisfied, sir. And we will be taking action against the people because of which this negligence has occurred, sir. Then sir, triage and home isolation also we are promoting, sir. As Collector Krishna has told, sir, in last 1 week there was a kind of panic situation and people were like directly rushing to the hospital, sir. So 104 triaging will happen, sir, and in major towns like Tenali and Guntur, sir, very strong triaging will start, sir, so that wherever mild cases are there, they are shifted to the COVID care centers. Only severe and bit more moderate cases, they are only shifted to the hospitals, sir. So that kind of strategy we are adopting, sir, so that there is a less burden on our hospital system, sir. So regarding oxygen supply, we have constituted a district oxygen cell. Like though our requirement is 90 metric tons, sir, 40 metric ton is what we are receiving, sir. But as we have been directed, sir, oxygen management and audit team we are going to constitute so that reasonable use of oxygen is promoted, sir. In the similar fashion, remdesivir also, sir, kind of unreasonable use, unscrupulous usage has started, sir. And so that also will be controlling through our audit committee, sir. And as government has ensured remdesivir supply to the private sector, sir, there is a lot of ease into the demand of this remdesivir, sir. So entire team is geared up, sir, and we are confident of handling this COVID pandemic, sir.
The last wave is that last time we had only Wuhan virus, but this time along with the Wuhan virus we have got other variants. So we got the UK variety, we have got the South African variety, we got the Californian variety, and put together some local mutants also. We have double mutant, which is detected in investigated, not so much on the sanitization, but we still don't communicate to the people. We say that these three things are the mask carriers. And sir, along with the detection of cases through testing, the detection of test results, they are being appeared in the hospital. Here, sir, the role of building this considering a lot of miscommunication to the public. So we have just prepared some IEC material. Last time also we have engaged. So as we have said, only for call center is our mainstay. Yes. So for the last 2 weeks, they have enhanced the number of headlines. So we have placed orders. And along with the police escort, we have got 6 filling points. So they will be going to 13 districts. So we visited him, DG Karak, to have some police escort for these